Yasu Malaka. Oh, oh, oh. Welcome to the Malaka podcast. Computer Love, Part 40.
You have what?
I have a side too.
Just a second. I'm telling you that you loaned her $1,000. She did a certain amount of work for you to repay. That was your agreement, that loan. Your agreement was not that she give you $1,000. Your agreement was that she prepare a marketing plan for you. That's what you wrote here. You want me to read the first thing that you wrote in your sworn deposition?
I haven't
That
read
coffee
some.
date, I learned she was 2 days behind from being evicted, needed $1,000. She had a background in marketing, and I thought it would be nice to help her. I told her she'd put that down. I told her she could help me with my website. The agreement was that for $1,000, which was $1,000 you prepaid in rent, she would put together a 3-month marketing plan. That's it, and I paid the rent. Now, what I'm saying to you is, she considers that, which she didn't have to, a loan. And she said to you, and I'll read whatever you have, I did work. Whether I did 10 hours work, 4 hours work, 3 hours work, I did work. You may not be satisfied with it, but I did work. Let's come to an agreement. We can't work anymore. You say I fired her. That's what you say. That's what you swore to in here. You said I fired her and hired a new marketer. Now, so I'm going to look to see what you have. If it's anything different from what I just said, I'm more than happy to review what you say.
Thank you.
How did sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt here, but I want to know how the one guy there got the job to be the officer. I mean, because that seems like a pretty good job, right? I mean, Judge Judy, yeah, she's making whatever, like 20, 30 mil a season here, but you got to figure this guy's making a good chunk of change, right? You know, and chances are these people aren't going to freak out on TV. It's a good little cushy job. I'm just saying. I mean, it seems like it seems pretty nice, you know. But at the same time, yeah, this guy. I mean, you know, listen. So far, from what I'm seeing, is this dude. By the way, this is a continuation from the last podcast episode or part 39 there, or whatever. Of fuck, I can't believe I'm on 40 episodes of this shit. I really only wanted to do 2 or 3 guys, but yeah, there's just it's just too much to, you know, and not to or to pass up on. But anyways, yeah, it's crazy, you know. Plus Judge Judy, she's awesome. But anyways, yeah. So you know, this guy here, he hired a woman for a job, some kind of marketing job. Ends up paying her rent or some shit. Then she says it's a loan. Blah blah blah. I don't know what the fuck is going on here. You know. You go on YouTube, you can see it here. Man hired online dating matches in 3 parts. This is the final part. I didn't even know there was a 3rd part, but of course I got to include it in this, you know, because this is how crazy online dating is. And again, you can tell this guy, you know, it's almost like, I don't know, maybe this guy's seen way too many movies where, you know, he hires her for a job and then she falls in love with him and then she decides she doesn't need the money. She just wants his love. You know, and all this fucking bullshit. Then I don't know. And Richard Gere makes an appearance. The point is, you know, let's just see what the fuck happens here. There's only a few more minutes. Don't worry. I'm in it to win it here. Don't worry. Let's see what happens. Come on, Judge Judy. It's your birthday. We're gonna judge him like it's your birthday.
Well, this is July 24th, and it's not signed. This is what you wrote.
This is what was sent her as well. And again,
No, I don't care what it was sent to her.
Ma'am, may I at least...
No, I don't care what you sent to her. It's
If I
self-serving.
don't get to say anything?
You get to say whatever you want. I don't read self-serving documents.
Okay, so what I have to say, since I can say what I want, is that she was contracted to do a plan of action that she outlined, and she didn't do any of that. She did a very tiny amount of that, and that's when we
How many hours did you put into the plaintiff's project?
It was
No, he's not paying
I'm
attention.
here.
He's got his own business. Are you in the business of making people feel better and dealing with addiction and restlessness and everything else? Is that what your business is?
Yes, ma'am. And I'm a respected award-winning author on these levels, and yes, I am. And I save lives.
How many
That's
hours?
what I do.
How many hours did you put into this project?
Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to point this out. Like, he's saying he saves lives. He wrote a book. Keep in mind, OJ wrote a book too. Like when he put, and again, like, this is the problem when you have like crooked glasses. Like, he tries to put on his glasses and like the one handle doesn't even hit his ear. He just leaves it on there. Like it looks all fucked up. Like, you ever see someone like get blown up in like a in like a show, and like they're wearing glasses, and then afterwards they're all like crooked and shit. Like, that's what it just reminds me of. But again, like, you can, like, I mean, this guy like clearly fell for this shit, but at the same time, like, you can kind of feel his frustration, and I don't know, man. I'm almost positive, I can barely speak English and I can write a book. But the point is, there's only a few more minutes.
It was over 40 hours over the entire extent of the.
By the way, as I'm watching, I just want to say one more thing. I'm almost getting like a kind of like a Bill Clinton, Monica Lewinsky vibe. I don't know. Like, again, if you have the chance, YouTube, Judge Judy, man hired online dating match. You tell me if you can see the similarities. Boy.
Time that I worked with him.
Okay, so let's say instead of 40 hours, you put in 25 hours.
Okay.
Because I'm reducing that a little bit.
I understand.
And he hired you because you had a certain expertise.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going on the low end.
Mm-hmm.
And both of you say this was a non-romantic relationship, so when you went to his house, it was for work. Even when you went for a walk on the beach, you were discussing work, because he says it was not romantic, it was just being a nice guy, and you were discussing his project. So 25 times, and I'm going to not pay you $50 an hour.
Correct.
I'm going to pay you $25 an hour.
That's about what I get.
Equals $625. Now, then I'm going to go on this because I'm terrible, as Bird knows, in math. $1,000.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to say it. If he thinks he's going to fuck her for only $25 an hour, I mean, just, anyways.
Minus $625 when he fired you is $375, which is what you owe him. Thank you very much. We're done here.
How is that excuse you to step out?
I'm a moral person, and if that's what she decided I owed, that's what I owed.
You're a good man, get put on the spot. Somebody says that me and my kids are gonna be on the street in 3 days. What am I gonna do?
He won an award that he nominated himself for.
No, I'm an award-winning accredited counselor for 15 years.
You don't mix business with pleasure.
I just want to save lives.
I just want to save lives. I just want to get blown. I'm sorry, but again, like, ladies, ladies, I don't know what the fuck you're going through. I mean, who knows? But you gotta understand something. Like, guys, like, we will do anything to get laid. Like, clearly he hired this woman just so, I mean, he was gonna maybe pay her regardless. I don't know, who knows? Pay a couple months rent, just for shits and gigs. I mean, but like, he just wanted to get laid, man. And again, you got a spot on the beach, bro. Like, fuck. Like, what more do you want? My God. When you fuck in the water, it's less cleanup. The point is, online dating can be pretty crazy. But if you got the tools already there, to set yourself up for something, I don't think you have to pay her. I don't think so. I don't. No. Just, I don't know, man. Like, go to a bar, hope for the best, go online too, I don't know, get a Chinese chick. I'm going to get to that in a bit. The point is, just, do whatever you got to do. I don't know. Fuck, man. Judge Judy, man, you're awesome. Oh, moving on. So I was talking to this Chinese woman online, right? And, she seemed all right, I guess, But then, I don't know, for some reason, like, we had a good rapport at first, but then we start talking, and then at one point she goes, hi, Ashley, my name is, whatever. And then she had this, like, weird other name that she put online. It's a combination of her name and her kids, and I don't know, it's a whole, I don't know, maybe she thinks she's funny, I don't know. And, and she's starting a new job, whatever, and, I mean, she barely, like, I don't know if this is happening to you guys. Like, a lot of times I exchange numbers with a woman, and sometimes it takes a while to kind of get things going, like through phone texting. Online is fine. Texting on the phone, it's like pulling teeth sometime. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. But anyways, and then she finally remembers who I am, after, I don't know, who knows, at least a week or two. And, I'm being honest with her. I'm like, are you okay? Do you speak English? I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck is going on here. And, I said something, I don't know, maybe I said the word fuck or something. And then she says, like, even in my household, we're not using that word. I don't know, all of a sudden she's fucking Mother Teresa. Is it Teresa or Teresa? Teresa, right? Yeah. Yeah, she was a tough broad. And yeah, I don't know. And she's like, I'm not used to it, how you make a conversation, especially using F word, if for you is normal, not in my part. Keep in mind at this point, I'm pretty sure I got the question in my English thing there. Part hope you understand that. I understand a fucking word you just said, but I don't know. She's like, all right, well, I gotta go to bed. Good night. All right, so I'll talk to her later. Whatever. And then, I'm just asking for like a simple picture of what she looks like, whatever. And I'm almost positive she sent me a picture of what appears to be like a Samoan midget. I don't know what, it's like sticking his or her tongue out. I can't tell. I don't know. All of a sudden, I feel like I'm talking to National Geographic, and and I go like, well, what's going on here with the picture and all this? And she's like, you're so rude. I'm just telling her to fuck off, and she's like, God bless you, and I just, what? God bless? How can you tell me I'm rude, but then God bless me? I don't. It's very Christians can be very confusing, and And then for a while, I always gave her shit, like she never heard. You would hear what I'm saying as I sent her voice notes, and then I'm like, okay, well, you heard that, eh? And then I'm like, at this point, fuck it, let's just go all out here. I just told her there is no God, just to fuck with her, And and I said just me, and I sent her an emoji of a devil. And she goes, you're mentally sick. And then I go, the devil curses you, she says, don't worry, I understand. You're just mentally sick, that's why. And I go, good luck and God bless. Again, a couple times she sent me the emoji, with the hands praying, whatever. And of course, I had to quote The Exorcist, your mother sucks cocks in hell. And, well, yeah, I feel the conversation is not going that well, but the point is, ladies and gentlemen, one, I've said this before and I'll say it again, always make sure the person speaks English. I mean, that always helps. Two, if you can, try to respond within a decent amount of time. Don't disappear. If you're busy, just say that. And three, and this might be the most important, if you can not send me pictures of Samoan midgets, that'd be great. I mean, it very well could be her kid. I don't know. It could be her midget brother. I have no idea. I don't know what this is supposed to be. So, the point is, ladies and gentlemen, let's try to be respectful. It doesn't matter what language you speak. And that's it. I'm a simple man. I just need simple answers. That's all. Speaking of keeping things simple here, just wanted to talk to one person here, seemed like it was going all right, but I don't know, then all of a sudden, like, she doesn't believe who, she doesn't think, I am who I am, whatever, and I don't know, after 40 of these, I'm pretty sure I think I know, but, she goes like, like, I want to see you in video before I continue to talk. And I told her, listen, I'm in my 40s. I don't, no, this is fucking bullshit. I'm not a millennial. I mean, technically I am, I've said this before. I am technically a millennial, but, it's like saying Steph Curry's black. I mean, technically you're right, but not really. I'm not Gen Z. I don't want to listen to you. But, it's just crazy. Like, I don't know. I mean, like, I've sent you pictures. Like, you should know who I am, right? I mean, like, where's your video? Where's your pictures? And, like, again, I asked her again, and she ignores the question. Where are your pictures, ma'am? Like, what's going on here? I mean, you want my SIM card too? I mean, Jesus. So, again, watch out for the scams and fuck this. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I've said this before, and I'll probably end up saying it a million times later. A lot of times, just to get someone's attention, I'll just say "Purple Monkey Dishwasher." Now, it's a classic line from The Simpsons. So I said it to this one person, and she said something very interesting back after like saying nothing. She said, "Sorry, it's the only purple people eater I knew was me. So how does Purple Monkey Dishwasher come into play?" Is she implying that she's a lesbian? Like, is that what she's doing? I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out. Or maybe, well, purple, yeah, penis too. Either way, she was very funny. I thought that was a pretty clever response. And again, I don't think she said anything after. So, I don't know. I finally meet somebody funny and they don't say shit after. So, I don't know. I guess I could tell someone, like, if they don't talk to me, fine, say so, but don't tease me by being funny. I mean, I find it cool when a woman's attractive and, she's got a good sense of humor, can take a joke. So, I don't know. I finally meet somebody cool, and then, poof, she's gone. I spoke to this one person online, just whatever, and she's like, "Hey, have you had many dates?" And clearly, she listens to the podcast. I said, yes, mostly horrible. She's like, "Oh, sorry, that's rough. Good for you to keep trying." I said, "Oh, yeah, thank you. LOL. So, I thought that was funny. I don't know. I mean, she's just like, "Oh, good for you. Just keep going, But again, she disappeared. I don't know. So, I don't know. Maybe she thinks, this guy's a, player or whatever. And what are you going to do? Another woman I saw here, good, loving woman. Church and faith is extremely important to me. I'm not going through this shit again. Next. I talked to another woman online here. We're just talking about what we're, looking for. And then she said she's looking for elusive, genuine connection. I don't know if she means elusive or exclusive or, I don't know, it could be both. Who knows? LOL, that ultimately leads to long term. Now she's laughing about that. I don't know why. And then she says, "And you, I know your profile says long term, but ... Is that what you're looking for?" I made a joke. I said, "Well, good luck with that. It's hard to find." And I said, "Yeah, it is. Thanks for not judging. LOL." So again, a lot of people, I don't know, like, you can't tell if they're being serious or sarcastic, and that's the problem with a lot of texting back and forth. This is why I like to call people before I meet them and, establish somewhat of a connection here. But I don't know, try to sound a little bit more serious. Like if you're, saying to someone, "Yeah, I'm looking for something very serious." It's hard to, buy into it. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Just watch your wording, I guess. I mean, grammar alone, with some people, Jesus. This other woman, I assume, is real. Who knows? I don't know. I can't make out the name. It's another language. Hi, how are you? Hi, thanks, I'm good, good. And I'm just wondering, like, I just asked her straight up because I don't give a shit anymore. Like, "Do you speak English?" She goes, "Yes, I speak a little English, but I also use a translator." So, and then after she disappeared. So I guess the translator, is probably more expensive than I thought, but I don't know. Listen, again, uh, you know what? Whatever. I don't care anymore. Speak whatever language you want. I don't care. English, gibberish, Irish, whatever. I just don't care anymore. I really don't. Do what you got to do. Fuck it. I don't care. I'll try to put the pieces together, like a fucking, puzzle. I'll do my best. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I just don't care anymore. I'm in my 40s. I said to myself years ago, when I'm in my 40s, I'm just gonna stop caring. I don't care. Go for it. I'll figure it out. It's like when I try to understand Italian or Greek. I honestly don't understand it, but I can tell from the tones, and I don't know, some words sound like Spanish and French. So I'll try to just put the shit together. Okay, oui. So one person I tried to talk to here, I thought we had a good rapport here, and then all of a sudden, I don't know. I've met some people like this. Like, they don't know a lot about online dating, and then they try to, they try it a few times, whatever, and you can tell it's not for them. It's not there, and you can tell just by their tone and the way they act and all that. So, and then I'm just wondering, like, what's going on? Like you're interested, then you disappear. What the fuck is going on? So, and some people just let it all out. I mean, she said, my life is just a little busy, maybe too busy for dating. I thought I'd give it a try, but I guess it's not the right time. I have a sick senior dog, and I take care of my 91-year-old grandmother with dementia, and trying to juggle those with my job and any resemblance of a life out of that is hard because I'm tired all the time. I'm sorry if I wasted your time. All right, fair enough. I mean, that's a little too much information, but I mean, she likes dogs, so I don't know, it wouldn't have worked out anyway. But anyways, I'm like, okay, well, you should have just told me that, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then she's like, you're totally right. And I honestly didn't mean it to come off rude. I honestly didn't even think I missed answering your question, which a lot of people, I've already talked about that. I thought you asked me if I had been there long, and I said yes. And your last voice message came after I said I was going to bed. I'm sorry if I made you feel that way. Hey, you know what? Like I said, online dating is not for everybody. But just tell me, I mean, that's one thing I'm telling you, like, I mean, I think it's more the younger generation, more, nothing to blame millennials for, is ghosting. You guys, okay, when I say you guys, I mean guys, girls, together. You guys have no fucking balls whatsoever, okay? And I do realize what I just said is ironic, but the point is, you know what I mean. Just, if you don't like somebody, whatever happened to the beauty of just telling someone to fuck off, you're stupid and ugly, I don't want to talk to you. That's it. I miss those days. I really do miss those. I miss those days of being made fun of and being put in my place. I really do. Instead of just disappearing and not facing your fucking fears. I mean, my God. Just tell the person you're not interested, and that's it. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing. We're not going to judge you. We don't care. We don't even know you. But just say that you're not interested anymore. That's it. Just say, hey, you know what? You're a jerk off. I found somebody that's taller than you, and that's it. Who cares? That's it. That's it. Come on, guys, girls, both. Just be honest. That's all. It's very cruel to just ghost somebody and not explain anything. I mean, that's pretty much psychotic. I mean, you gotta. I mean, what's gonna happen when you go to a job and then all of a sudden you don't like the job anymore? You're just gonna disappear? What do you think, they're gonna let that go? They're gonna call people. They're gonna maybe call the cops. They're gonna figure out what the fuck is going on. I mean, it's not a good thing to get into, man. It's a sick fucking thing. So I'm telling you, just, you don't like somebody, you're not interested, just tell them. That's all. That is all. It's very simple. Hey, buddy, fuck off. Even something that's simple. That's it. What was that? 4 words? That's it. That's it. You know? I'm teaching you guys lessons. Come on. So I talked to this other person here, and what'd she say? She said, hi, sorry, I've been very busy heading back to the USA. Okay, well, I don't know, dodged a bullet on that one, literally. So, yeah, I mean, I don't, yeah, she had a whole fucking thing about her, I don't know, her past and all. Listen, you know, if you think going back to the States is going to be better than Canada, I mean, up here we got free healthcare, you know, less guns, no Trump. Listen, if you think you're better off in the States, go for it. So I don't know, you know, dodged one right there. But you know, what are you going to do? If I can find somebody who's nice and normal and what's it called, lives in Canada, that'd be great. That'd be just great. And in my city, oh my God. My God, that would be just lovely. This other profile I came across, in her profile, it just says hashtag fan of God, hashtag loves family, hashtag career orientated, hashtag friendship favorite. What the fuck does that mean? Hashtag nature lover, hashtag happy person. Hashtag fuck this. We've matched as friends. Yeah, that's what I want. You know, another Jesus freak, yeah, as a friend. Beautiful. So this other person I was talking to, I just asked her, what makes you happy? You know, and she goes, what makes me happy? It depends on the day and time and on the mood. Okay, so I go, okay, today at 2:33 p.m. and your mood is melancholy. Ha ha ha, she says. And that's it. She disappeared on me. You know, I really felt a strong connection on that one, but you know, I don't know. I guess she's not a Smashing Pumpkins fan. Which, by the way, recently I found out that Billy Corgan and Bill Burr they share the same father. They're stepbrothers. You believe that shit? That's fucking crazy. Did you guys see that shit on the Howie Mandel podcast? Howie, I love you. Don't get me wrong, man, but that was an ambush, man. I mean, Jesus, you know, like you know, you gotta be careful when you set up these Irish people, man. I mean, they'll you know, they're not you know, they're not as chill as us. You know what I mean? So you gotta watch it. Then you had Billy Bush show up on there, and I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you know, he knew Trump, and he was grabbing girls by the. All right, so I got one more story for you. So there's one girl I met up with, like, I don't know, almost like 10 years ago. All right, we went on a date, kept it very simple. And when I mean simple, we went through the McDonald's drive-thru, got some milkshakes, and we made out in her car. And then after that, we got into a fight. You know, didn't talk to her for a long time. Then we started talking again years later, and we're gonna get together. Got into another fight, and then you know, again, nothing. Then years later, again, we got into another you know, good little rapport there. You know, I think we finally understood each other after all these years. And surprise, surprise, we're both very fiery Italians, and we got into another fight. Okay, what it was about, I have no idea. You know why? Because I'm a man and I'm Italian, and I fight about everything all the time, and I don't know. I don't even know what is a fight anymore. I don't know what a fight is. I don't know what a conversation is. I don't know what a real date is anymore. I really don't. Ladies and gentlemen, I've done 40 of these. Okay. Now, in the future, will I probably end up talking to her again and trying to fuck her again? Absolutely. But the point is, okay, I've done 40 of these shows, 40 segments of Computer Love. And I don't see any hope in sight. I really don't. Now, I'll probably stop doing this. No, I won't. Listen, There's too many good stories. I even got a few more stories. I'll save them for the 41st show. I don't care. I don't. It's entertainment. That's all it is. That's all online dating is. In the end, I truly believe that. It's just entertainment. If you find someone cool, then all the power to you. Guys, if you find a good woman out there, hold on to her and don't let go. Ladies, if you can find a good guy, hold on to him and don't let go. That's it. Even if it's not through online dating. But at the same time, this is the new norm. And you know what that means? The new norm is fucked. But at the same time, we're all guilty of doing it. So let's be safe out there. Blah, 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 fucking blah. And just have a good time. So ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is another thrilling, exciting, exuberant episode of Computer Love, Part 40.
Now for Operation Strike Make Go Longer. You know, I heard Skinner say the teachers will crack any minute.
Skinner said the teachers will crack any minute. Purple monkey dishwasher.
Well, we'll show him, especially for that purple monkey dishwasher remark.